Father reportedly kidnaps his own daughter, then took her life while at the same time trying to end his own. Thanks for joining us tonight for your news at 11 o'clock. I'm Siobhan Bryan.
And I'm John Carter. We've been telling you about this horrific story all day. Well, now we're digging deeper.
Our Michael Warwick is in Anson County tonight. He joins us now with more on exactly how this early morning tragedy unfolded.
The SBI says the police chase only lasted a few minutes, and when it ended, police say they found a 6-year-old girl shot dead inside the car. State investigators crowd a country road in Anson County, where deputies say a man crashed while trying to get away from police. The man is accused of abducting his daughter, and after the wreck, police say he shot her and then shot himself.
It's just really sad. I don't understand how someone could fathom killing a kid, much less their own kid.
A woman who didn't want to show her face watched police race to the scene.
You don't see cops around here.
Anson County Sheriff Scott Howell says an Amber Alert wasn't issued because the man is the child's biological father. State Amber Alert criteria requires police to be in fear of the child's safety for an Amber Alert to be issued when a parent has the child.
There's nothing that you can ever determine the outcome of what's going to happen. And when you're dealing with a domestic situation, you always have high emotions.
The SBI says this whole tragedy happened here in a remote part of Anson County when the car lost control and crashed into this ditch in front of a home. As for the police chase itself, Polkton police say all officers involved across the agencies did whatever they could to try and get this incident to end peacefully and without anybody hurt. They also say all the officers involved followed protocol appropriately. For neighbors in the area, their heart hurts for the mother who'd called police earlier that morning.
I hope they can figure out what happened. I know it won't bring the little girl back, but I hope they can figure out and give the mom some peace of mind.
At last check, investigators say the father in this case is still alive. They have not said where he's believed to have shot himself, but he is at a local hospital, they say, in critical condition. In Anson County, Michael Warwick, WBTV, on your side.
Terrible.
My question is, why was there no Amber Alert issued for this little girl? For this 6-year-old child, this 6-year-old baby, why was there no Amber Alert issued? This is from WCCB Charlotte. It says, man accused of killing his daughter and shooting himself identified by police. Polkton, North Carolina. Police have identified a man accused of kidnapping his 6-year-old daughter in Polkton and killing her during a chase with deputies as Michael Roach. So police have identified this man as being Michael Roach. According to investigators, a woman called 911 around 3 a.m. Monday. She said Michael Roach, who lived with her at a home on West Street, came into her room with a gun and took their daughter, Mianna Roach, then took off in the woman's SUV. So the woman that they're referring to is Mianna's mother, the little girl's mother. The Polkton Police Department says an Amber Alert was not issued because there was no legal documentation establishing custody. So we gonna bypass the fact that there was a domestic dispute. The man allegedly had a gun. He took the daughter around 3 a.m. in the morning and stole the woman's vehicle. None of that stuff meets the criteria for an Amber Alert. None of that stuff meets the criteria for an Amber Alert. We just gonna pause right there. Because in the news clip that I just posted, the reporter said that North Carolina's Amber Alert criteria requires police. It requires for the police to be in fear of the child's safety. That's the criteria that has to be met before an Amber Alert is issued. The police have to fear for the child's safety. So again, the fact that there was a domestic dispute, the man came in her room with a gun, allegedly. He took the daughter at around 3 a.m. in the morning and stole the woman's car. None of those factors met the criteria for the police to be in fear of the child's safety. Instead, Polkton police issued a be on the lookout, or a BOLO, for Roach and the SUV. Around 8 a.m., deputies with the Anson County Sheriff's Office spotted the SUV and chased the vehicle. A few minutes later, the SUV wrecked off Little Creek Road near Old Winfield Road in Wadesboro. Deputies found the little girl inside with a gunshot. She died at the scene. They say Roach shot her during the chase and then shot himself. He remains in the hospital in critical condition. So again, there was no Amber Alert issued, and North Carolina's criteria, per their states, in order for an Amber Alert to be issued, the police have to be in fear for or of the child's safety. And all of this stuff that Miana's mother called and told 911. The man busted into her room. They had a domestic dispute. He brandished a gun, pulled a gun out on her, took their daughter at 3 a.m, and stole her car. According to North Carolina, none of those things meet the criteria of issuing an Amber Alert.